finally did it. I'm a real big boy YouTuber now. I went out and bought a car that's totally different than anything I've bought before. Bygone are the Hondas. We've gone outside of our realm. We've gone into the V8 territory. I wanted to get something different, something that I wasn't comfortable with, and here we are. I wanted something rear-wheel drive, I wanted something V8, and I wanted something affordable. So obviously, I didn't buy that McLaren. That's what we call in the video industry misdirection, or in more layman's terms, lying. But I had to get you to click on the video somehow. But I did buy a V8. Let me go back a couple of months ago and explain. Hey Ben, come here real quick.
Talk to me, bud.
So I have a couple ideas this year I wanted to run by you.
Okay.
Because we gotta, coordinate our
I'm all
releases
ears.
and stuff.
Let's hear it.
So I got five different ideas. Take a look. Tell me what you think. Okay, sorry, actually 4 different things. So firstly, I could put a K20 or a K24 in the RX-8 because everybody seems to hate that car, so why not dive in? I can also upgrade the turbo on the RX-7, on the K-Series and the RX-7, because the K-Series can hold a lot more power. And then speaking of that, I'm also thinking if I take the EK into unlimited, just like your turd, I can run like boost on the EK and make like 400 horsepower on the K24. Then also for the CTR, my daily driver, an intake and exhaust would really open up the K20C on that engine, and I could probably make like close to 400.
Well, so do you want to make all 4 of these happen?
I think so. What, do you think that's too much in 1 year?
I think that is 4 too many K-swaps in the year 2025.
Yeah. I'm only swapping one of them.
Oh, well,
all the other ones already have the K in it.
There's like, we're gears and gasoline. We're not like K-swaps. The channel's not called K-swaps.
Yeah, I know, but it's about like refining as much as we can, improving cars as much as we can, and the K-Series is the best engine.
Okay, no, I don't care. You can do something new this year, but it cannot involve a K-Series. In fact, it probably should involve a Honda, if I'm being honest. You're typecasting yourself.
I don't even know what to do if it's not a Honda.
I know, okay? And that's a problem. That's seriously a problem. This is for your own good. You need to find a car that's not a Honda and doesn't have a K-Series. Those are my only 2 stipulations. Run wild, get whatever you want. This discussion is over.
Okay, let's find a car real quick. We're gonna hop onto Facebook Marketplace. And bingo, an FK8 Type R. Facebook knows what I want. No, stop it. You've pigeonholed yourself. Ben, find something different. Oh, hey, a Subaru. And then you get people commenting about ringland failure and head gaskets is good for the algorithm. But I've already done that. I need to find something different. Bingo, this is a rolling comment generator. Think about all the engagement this series will get. But there's no engine or drivetrain. That would probably cost Whistling Diesel amounts of money to figure out, so I need something cheaper. Let me try searching for an affordable car. Wait, no, something unique. Oh hey, a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Okay, now we're really getting into it. Holy smokes, look at this thing. A 1974 Dodge Demon clone. This thing looks built to the gills. The engine is bigger than most cars that I own. Oh wait, it's $60,000. There we go, that's a good car, a Catfish Camaro. We did one of these before and it got really good views. Everybody loves a good old American muscle build. Okay, seats are a little rough. What happened in this seat? Okay, let's try again. A BTCC Honda? Look, I don't care what you guys say anymore. I'm buying this car for GLTC this year and I'm gonna have Mark work on... Oh yeah, he got me. Okay, stop it. We've already proven to everyone that Hondas are the best car, so we need to find something very different. Bingo. Not only is this a custom build with a custom paint job, but they even airbrushed a photo of myself on the back bumper. Wait a minute, I'm not blonde. Okay, let's think. Budget, cheap, relatable, a car that our audience can really connect to. Maybe a car that everybody has owned at some point in their lives. Boom, $20. Okay, Facebook is just showing me toy cars now. The algorithm is so messed up. Just show me what I'm actually looking for. Okay, it's literally showing me toys of Spider-Man. Clearly, I'm not going to find what I'm looking for by just browsing around on Facebook. So, let's lay out some requirements. I would like something manual, obviously. Save the manuals. Rear-wheel drive would also probably be smart because burnouts are fun. I like sedans, but a coupe might be more sporty. And the wild card here, let's go with something with a big old V8 in it. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a manual, rear-wheel drive, 2-door car, most importantly with a V8. Now I can't just search for that on Facebook because it's going to keep showing me little toy cars. So I have to use something far more powerful. And thankfully, I have Autotempest at my disposal, which is the sponsor of this video. Autotempest is the best way to find a car because you can search, you can filter out by any criteria such as this, and it'll show you all of the cars that fit that criteria. Obviously, some of them I maybe don't want to buy, but some of them look really exciting. So it's definitely the best way to whittle it down by criteria, but it's also searching all of the different platforms like eBay, TrueCar, Carvana, Cars.com, and many more. It even lets you compare with results on Facebook and Craigslist nationwide, not just in your local area. Autotempest also has an app on iOS or Android, so if you're on the go and need to buy a car absolutely this minute, you can use the app for that, or you can also just use it on your computer. Autotempest.com, all the cars, one search, and one particular car that I'm looking for, and it seems like it's gonna be American Muscle. Wow, what a beautiful car. This paint is amazing. What's this paint color called?
This is called Mystic Chrome. This is a 2004.
Okay, 2004, and it does have V8, right? Is this the
Definitely
4.6?
a V8 car, yep.
Okay, how much horsepower?
It's supercharged too, so it's factory 390.
Ooh, all right. I really like it. This is really nice. 2004 though, I don't know, I think maybe this is gonna be a little too old for me. So I'm gonna keep looking.
Good, it's not for sale anyway.
Now here we go, 2015 Challenger Scat Pack. It's got the 6.4 liter. That is so huge. That's 3 K-Series engines put into one. Now this is a muscle car. This car is intense, but it's 4,000 pounds. I don't know how well it'll handle, and also, it's freaking huge. I'm trying to buy a car, not a boat. Now this is what I'm talking about. Sleek and slender. It's a real man's car right here. Woo. These doors are super cool. A little button on the inside of them there. Big door still. Let's see what we got in here. The classic LS3. Yeah, okay, this is actually really nice. I'm actually really comfortable in this. It doesn't feel too big. I feel like I fit the car really well. The only problem is, I don't think I'm old enough. Now this, we got a 5-liter V8. This is true American muscle right here, the pony car. I could definitely see myself driving one of these. Rear-wheel drive, 2-door. It fits the bill, and these have independent rear suspension now, so supposedly they handle pretty well. The only problem is, they're still pretty expensive. I really like the S550 Mustangs. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure car, I guess. If I was ever gonna get out of JDM cars and go to American Muscle, I think the S550 Mustang fits the bill. Unfortunately, all the Mustangs I found were way out of my budget, but because I used Autotempest, I found a Mustang that's within my budget. Only problem is, I have to assemble it. So this Mustang is a premium trim level. I don't actually know that much about Mustangs, but it is a premium PP1 trim level. We're gonna start in the back. Let me show you what we got here. Nice little lip, which I actually probably will keep because I really like that. We do have this little badge here that's definitely aftermarket because I believe it normally would say GT. I'm gonna leave it for now because it's not that intrusive. Also, I love these taillights, like the style of this taillight. Probably my favorite part about this era of Mustang. Moving around up the car, window tint, that is probably illegal in Virginia. I'm gonna have to check that because it's super dark. Also, the roof is black, which I believe is just a vinyl. Maybe we should change that up for some fashion film, some Steck carbon. Maybe we should actually put a carbon roof on it. Let me know. What do you think in the comments?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Coming into the car, you open this 5-foot door. Actually, can we measure? Can you get a tape measure for me real quick?
Yeah, it's about that long.
How long? What do we got? 141 centimeters. That is quite the door. It's almost as tall as I am.
That is a large door.
Coming in the car here, you got this nice plush couch in here. It is actually pretty comfortable, I will say. Air-conditioned seats, heated seats, obviously. Push button start. It has this pressure gauge and vacuum gauge, couple stuff that are like specific to this trim level, which is really nice. But the interior overall is pretty nice for a standard like Mustang GT. This is like one of the nicer trims. So I got super lucky with that. I just wish it wasn't so big. Like it feels like the front of the car is like in the next zip code. But air-conditioned seats is nice. It's very nice. So for some reason, there's no fender on the front part of the car here. I have the fender, obviously. I don't know why he took it off, but now, because it was taken off, he said like his friend accidentally stepped on it, and there's a couple little blemishes in it, so we'll have to fix that. But it gives you a good view, this here wheel, which you might be thinking, wow, that's a pretty good looking wheel now. I would say that's like an 18 or a 19-inch wheel. No, it's a 20. Which just blows my mind, just how big this car is proportionally. It's also got a 285 tire in the front. In the back is a 305, which also kind of blows my mind for a factory car, and it's like on all seasons at that wide. Absolutely crazy. Coming around to the front, the bumper is not connected for some reason. It is broken, the tabs on the side are broken. So in the engine, obviously, we've got plenty of space. Look at the size of this hood, it's absolutely massive. We could swap anything in here.
Hey!
We could make it Mark powered.
Mark powered, American muscle.
Okay, all right.
Italian muscle. Wait,
You're good, you're good. So that's the car, and now you'll notice on the ground next to the car is the rest of it. Mark, do you want to dig through some of the parts? What parts do we got here, Mark? I see we got a V8.
Yeah, so we don't have to source another motor, which is nice.
Yeah, this looks just like a K-Series, just turned on its side and then another one added on to the other side. This is the Coyote, the 5.0. It's a 90-degree V8, I know that much. So LS engines are like way tighter of a V. Okay. But this one is 90 degrees, so it's super wide.
This is the first V engine that we're getting into.
Yeah, Ben's over here with a V6 in his MR2. The problem with this engine is that because of the 90-degree geometry of it, it is so big, it's really hard to swap in other stuff. So people do LS swaps because they're like way more narrow. So it's basically the size of a Miata engine already, so you can put it in anything. You can't do that with a Coyote engine. Look at this. There's the 90-degree. This is huge. This is just the timing.
Yeah, I mean, like you could really see the scale on that.
Yeah. But benefit of the Coyote engine is that it is like modern. Yeah. LS engines are pretty dated at this point, so this is dual overhead cam. What else we got, Mark?
We got all these valves to put back in.
Mm-hmm. 2 intake, 2 exhaust? How many would that be? I can't even count that.
32?
You ever played the game where you guess how many jelly beans are in a jar? Guess how many valves are in here?
It's not 32.
It's not 32. This is a manly build. Ben might be doing a serious build, but we're doing a manly build. Yeah, buddy. What do we have in here? Some valve springs. We do have an oil pan here, which is the oil pan that came off the car with I guess a windage tray. And here's the pickup. Everything on this car is 2 times larger than anything I'm used to.
Is that metal?
Yeah, no, there's definitely some gold in here.
What happened to the previous engine?
Well, the previous owner told me that it had rod bearing failure, and also that's like a bearing. Like not a bearing, but like a ball bearing. What the heck? Huh. But we're not gonna use this oil pan. This is the factory pan, steel pan. You already know we're going baffled. Valve covers.
Yeah, we got 2 of them.
Which not only is this twice as large as what I'm used to, each valve cover itself is bigger than what I'm used to. Like compare that to a case, hold on. Let's compare it to a K-Series.
Dang, you're gonna go all the way that way. You have 3 of them right over here.
That's nuts. It's more than 2 times bigger than a K-Series. Speaking of large objects, Mark, do you wanna? Is this yours, Mark?
No.
All right. This is a lot of pipe to lay.
You're cooked.
That is the brand, Cooks, for that part. The catback part is Corsa. No clue how it's gonna sound. Probably too loud. However, I did take a look at these headers here. As cool as they look. If you come over, where is it? Yeah, right over here. See that, Mark?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna weld that back shut.
I mean, like, you could see through it. Yeah, even these are pre-cooked. Like, it done cracked through the entire thing.
It done cracked through the entire thing. Look at that.
Look, this is a Mustang Build.
Yeah, I don't know. Should I get new headers or should I try to fix these? Let me know. Comment below.
I thought maybe like one would be okay, but
yeah. I mean, we could weld it, but then what's to stop it from happening again on one of the other, runners? All right, Mark. There's actually some pretty neat stuff in here.
Yeah, you told me not to look in here.
These are old parts, but
whoa. That's why you told me not to look in here.
Here you go. There's more. There's more. So that would be the previous engine's failure.
Like, how does that even happen? Like, okay, so I've seen bearings to where, like, literally they split in half. Mm-hmm. I don't know how the engine was still running, but it was. And it was still getting, oil pressure.
Do you think this was still running, or do you think it seized?
I mean, I think it seized.
I think with bearings getting chewed up that much, I think it got oil starved, which could have been either lack of baffle in the pan, or from what I hear, Coyotes have oil pump weaknesses. Bearing failure in an engine is never pretty, because we're gonna wanna change out everything, like including these things, the variable cam timing stuff, because like we don't know what's in there, and I don't know if you can clean these things out. I'm glad I asked to have this with it, because he was like, all this stuff is junk, and I'm like, I think we might need some of this stuff.
So we're gonna have to clean all that.
Oh, shoot, Mark.
Well, I guess we find out where the failure was.
I think that answers that. That would be, where's the rest of it?
This is the outside ring, well, part of it.
All right, on with the stock boring stuff. Check this sucker out. Bada bing, bada boom. When you want to make power NA on a Coyote, this is how you do it. Actually, there might be other ways that you could do it, but this is one way that you could do it.
That's the way that we're gonna do it because it came with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we gotta do it that way. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Well, here's the throttle body for it, with no bolts at all. I guess the bolts didn't come with it. Huh.
Yeah, I wonder where they could be.
Then you've got the intake, which, is that bigger than my head?
I don't think anything's bigger than your head.
Yeah, okay, moving on.
What you got, Ben?
Oh, just over here being manly. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We got some seals. We got a piston ring compressor. And would you know it, some forged pistons that are honestly crazy light.
Yeah.
These are slightly oversized. So we're gonna bore out the block ever so slightly, not quite a 5.1 liter. It's not a Haltech. It's,
Yeah, that is some old tech.
this is what we're gonna have to tune it on. SCT Flash. This is quite the throwback. Very, very old technology. Maybe we should put a Haltech in it anyway. Okay, so this is the clutch that was in the car. And this is a spec clutch.
Well, at least it's still sprung.
It's got some hot spots on it. It is twice as the size that it should be. We got the flywheel, which also has some hot spots on
I
it.
guess we still gotta clean that up.
It's like rusty, actually. Gonna need to resurface that at the very least. I know they make like aluminum flywheels, but that makes drivability kind of rough. I think we'll leave the stock flywheel.
Yeah, I agree.
Shift knob, RTR.
That means it's fast.
Hold on.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
Still sound like a four-cylinder.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Man, what's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh.
It was just too much for him.
That was so much power. Oh my gosh, the torque. Whew. Yeah, so manual, obviously, H pattern. 6-speed? I'm assuming it's a 6-speed. These transmissions, from what I understand, either will last forever and you can put 2,000 horsepower in them, or they will blow up under stock power. I don't really know. Actually, the drive shaft might have something to do with it. It's kind of uncharted territory for me. I'm still out of breath. So.
Yeah. So more than likely what's gonna happen is you're gonna grenade it.
I'm gonna money shift it and, or it's like not gonna go into gear and I'm just gonna force it anyway. Comment below if I'm gonna grenade this thing or not.
We got the factory cams.
Yeah.
Makes me question how good the lobes are.
Yeah.
Probably should get them checked out.
Ooh, pretty light. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of surface rust. They look better than like some of the K-Series cams I put in, but then it's like, I'm used to Honda where you can throw anything at it and it doesn't matter. You know, I'll just throw it together and see if it works.
No, because then you'll blame me forever.
I don't think I can.
I'd have to start my own YouTube channel.
All right, well, there you have it. That's what we're working with. Did we bite off more than we can chew?
Yes.
Should we have bought a Mustang that was already running and driving?
Yes.
Should I just have bought another car that has a K-Series in it?
No. They're tired of the K-Series, man. Oh, I'll let you know that. They want to see you do something different.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing different.
Well, folks, he actually did it. Ben bought something way outside of his comfort zone, and I'm proud of him. Who needs a McLaren anyways when you've got a Ford? Now he's just got to build it. Or more realistically, have Mark build it. Just from looking at all the pieces like the block, valves, forged rods and pistons, manifold and body panels, I know that this should be a straightforward build without any curveballs or wrenches thrown at the boys. No surprises here, everything will go according to plan. But I've got my notification bell turned on for this series, just in case. And if anyone else wants a Mustang of their own that doesn't need to be assembled like IKEA furniture, be sure to check out Autotempest.com to find your next car. See you guys right back here for episode 2 of the Mustang Build next Saturday.